this is Deanna Marie, and welcome to Handmade by Deanna Marie. So, y'all, look, it's been 13 days. I was just looking on my YouTube channel to see when the last time I had posted, and it has been 13, well, today I think makes it 13 days since I posted. And your girl's been, I've been busy. Thank you, Jesus, I've been busy. So we had our second Living Single conference the week before last, so last Saturday. I'm on vacation today. Today is Friday. And so I've been kind of piddling around the house, and I realized that I have not put a video up in a while. And it's just because I've just been busy. I haven't had a chance to kind of sit still long enough. So anyway, I thought what I'd do today is make a couple of keychains. I haven't made any keychains in a while. As you can see, this mold is it's well used. And I'm not going to use this one today. I'm going to use this one. This is my daughter's mold. She also dabbles in resin art. So I'm going to use her mold, and I'm going to be adding some floral things to the keychain. So yeah, these are my ideas right now. So let's see what we can get done. I'm going to use some shimmers. I can't remember where I got this. I want to say it was somewhere like Michael's or somewhere like that. But I'm going to use a little bit of shimmer in the keychains. I'm going to use the white. And I have to use the purple. That's just a given, right? Okay, and I also want to use some silver. And you know what? We might as well use some pink too. Why not, right? Why not? Why not? Okay. Alrighty, so what I've done, I have mixed up some sparkles in these individual cups here. But before I add those, I wanted to add some flowers, okay? Let me put my gloves on, be right back. Sometimes I get a little too excited before I put my PPE on. So remember, y'all, always have your PPE on. That's even with UV resin, especially if you're using the epoxy. You want to make sure that you have your mask and your window open, and all that good stuff. So I went ahead and put in some clear resin into several of the molds here. And I'm just going to add some floral arrangements to it. It doesn't really have to look like flowers. It's just the color and the texture that we're looking to add to make it look unique, just something you would have created. How y'all been? Okay, so like I said, it's been at least 13 days since I put up a video, and I've just been like crazy busy. We had our singles at my church. We had our second conference, and it was an absolute success, y'all. I'm telling you, it was wonderful. We had, God delivered 2 times the number of people that we had anticipated that were going to come. And again, this was just our second conference, and it was absolutely wonderful. It was a wonderful experience. The speakers were great. Our theme came out of Ephesians 6:10 through 20. Putting on the whole armor of God. And for those of us who are single, even other folks, everybody, married folks too, You know, you need to put on that armor, you know, so you can withstand the stuff that comes against you. Because as we all know, the battle is not with the people. It's all about those spiritual enemies that we have. So, yeah, it was great, man. It was an absolutely wonderful conference. So I'm gonna grab some of these yellow flowers here and add pieces of those into. I've been wanting to do this kind of resin art for a little while, and I just hadn't taken the time to make any more keychains. And I told my son-in-law that I would come up to the shop this weekend and, you know, kind of change things out. I haven't done that in a couple of 3 weeks, so I need to go up there and refresh. Oops. I need to go up there and refresh my stock. You know, you don't want to get stale. You don't want to get stale, y'all. You want your people to see, you know, that you have various facets of what you do. So I'm also trying to think of other things to do for the gentleman. You know, a lot of the stuff that I make is more on the, you know, more for the ladies, you know, the earrings and things like that. And so when I made those jars, that was great, man. Those jars are awesome. I really like those jars I've made. They are really, really nice. Okay, so get that in there. Now I did layer, like I said, I've got a small layer of resin in here, and then once I get all the foliage and stuff like that I want in here, I'm going to then put down the layer for, you know, the shimmer stuff. So, okay. All right, let me get some greenery. Let's get some green stuff. Put a little greenery in there. Just to, you know, have a little difference here and there. Yay, it's looking good. But anyway, I was saying that the conference was great. And then we did have a loss in our family. My sister-in-law passed away. So, you know, that Saturday after our conference, I jumped on a train and went home for her homegoing. And so today is my sister's birthday, and I had thought about going home. I mean, I took off today with the idea of doing that, but because I went home last weekend, I just decided just to stay home and rest, really, because the last couple of weeks, man, I've been just going. You know, I've just been going, and so I just needed some downtime. You know, in addition to that, at work, we are getting ready for our conference. We have a users conference every year at work. So this year, I have been tasked with providing 6 different presentations. Yeah, 6 different presentations, and it's a little bit much, but it's all good. It's all good. It's going to be lovely. I know it's going to be wonderful. But it has been a lot. It has definitely been a lot. having to put together the presentations and the PowerPoints and practicing and rehearsing. So I rehearsed with my direct yesterday, all of my presentations but one. I still have one that needs to be approved. It's in the approval process now. So the cool thing about these, you know, when we do these, it's no one's telling us what to say, you know. We know the programs, we know the systems, and so we're able to just write out our programs, our handouts, as well as our scripts. And then they have to go through, they have to go through an approval process. And so, yeah, but I've been doing it for about 20 years now. Just over 20 years, actually. So, okay, now that's all we're going to do with that. I think that is quite enough, considering we're going to put some sprinkles on there. Let's cure this, and I'll be back. All right, so now let's add our sprinkles. So this is the pink sprinkle here. So that's this one right here. And I'm just gonna add it in. Look at that perfect feel there. That's great. Okay. Now I like this mold because it has the holes already in it. And I really like that. So it keeps you from having to drill. So I really like that. Okay. Alrighty. Our next color is the purple. Let's get that all stirred up. And I'm gonna put that in the D for Dina. Yay. So this is the back side of the mold that we are looking at here. Okay. Make sure it gets in make sure it gets back here. I'm just getting a paper towel so I can wipe off my stick. All right, next we're gonna use, so that color there, right here, this is the purple. And then now we are using this glitter here. So I can feel that gritty all the bottom there, so I'm gonna stir that up good. Okay. And we're gonna put that over here. Yeah, that's just a nice little sparkle there. That's pretty. Y'all, look at here. I'll tell you what, the more I do this, of course, repetition is always good. But the more I do this, the better I get. I mean, my eye for things is so much better. Now, for this glitter, I put way too much glitter in there, so we're gonna have to add some resin to that, because I don't want it to be so glittery that you can't really see through it. Okay, so let's stir this up. Yep, so yeah, I was telling them at work, I was like, I need a vacation from my vacation. Man, tell you what, it's been something. But it's all good. All right, so let's put this here on the B. Okay. And I'm gonna add a little bit more in here because I don't think that's gonna be enough for the E. So just add a little bit more in there. And let's stir this up. I love using these silicone cups. I like the disposable ones too, but you know, I like the silicone ones as well. All right, and we're gonna do this on the E. Oh, perfect. Look at that, perfect. Okay, put a little more over here. Alrighty then, folks. Let's get these puppies under our light and we'll get them fixed up. You know, I was watching, spritz it. I was watching, I think her name is Glitter. I can't remember now. I watched this other lady. She's here in America, or I don't get an accent from her. But she was saying that for her Let's Resin machine right here, she was saying that she didn't get the 2 connectors. So I've got the 2 connectors like that. I guess y'all can see that okay, I hope. So when I put it inside, then I can get it cured from the bottom as well as from the top. But for some reason, she did not have, her cord didn't come that way. So I'm not sure where she got it from. But just wanted to let you know that, yeah, you can get it with, you know, both of these cords to attach to both halves. And then you can cure your stuff from the top and the bottom at the same time. Okay, let me get this cured and we'll be back. Alrighty now, so these have cured on both sides. Yep, looks like they've cured on both sides and they're ready to come out. So let's start. Oh, look at that. That is so pretty. You can't really see the shimmer in that. You can a little bit, but yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at, oh, how pretty. That is pretty. Oh, gorge. Oh my goodness. I like them all. They all turned out so nicely. All right, I'm gonna make the rest of the alphabets and I'll be back to show y'all all the ones that I do. All right, guys, I have finished with my keychains here. They all turned out really pretty and really nice. And by the way, I have company in the craft room this afternoon. My grandson is in here with me doing crafts too, so you will hear him in the background. So anyway, I am going to put these together. I've got some tassels here that I'm going to attach. Now you always want to use 2 sets of pliers when you're doing this, okay? Oh, y'all look a little crooked. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, you want to use 2 sets of pliers. It really does make it easier. And for these, I'm going to be using the darker, I think this is called Onyx. And this came with all of these, plus the screws and the other little chain things there. The other thing that I've learned when I do this is that it doesn't have to match. So when I say that, it's like, for instance, you know, this is white gold or silver, and these are not. So that's, you know, they don't have to match. So let me get situated and we'll get started. All right, guys, so I have finished making the keychains. I've gotten them all hooked up, got all the hardware on them and everything. And so these are the keychains I've made. I've just made the entire alphabet, and they turned out lovely. So they are, let's see if we can get that to zoom in. There we go. So you can see how pretty they turned out. Now I did end up doming several of them. So like for instance, like here's this G here. The front side I left flat, but the back side I domed. And the doming gives it that rounded effect, which really feels good in the hand. It really does. And of course I made my very own D. I was gonna put this on my, as part of my inventory, but y'all look how pretty that is. That turned out so nicely. And this one I domed on the front as well as the back. So they turned out really nicely. I mean, they're very unique, I must admit. They're all very unique. Yeah. So I'm gonna get back into the groove of things, guys, and start putting up some videos. Like I said, it's been 13 days since my last video, and I just had so much going on, guys. But I'm ready to get back into the groove again. I love doing this. It is so comforting. It is so relaxing to do. This is one of my favorite ones too. Putting the black sprinkle in there. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and comment and subscribe and share. Look at that. Isn't that just so, look at that. That is so nice. But anyway, yeah, go ahead and like and comment and subscribe and share and all that good stuff. And we will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. See you next time. Bye-bye.